Hello and welcome to SparkShift. Have you ever felt like life is slipping by, burdened by small setbacks and unfinished tasks? Here at SparkShift, we believe every moment counts, and stress over minor failures only steals time from what really matters. Today, we're exploring how to build a resilient mindset, how to turn everyday challenges into opportunities for growth through simple, practical steps. In this video, we'll show you how to transform anxiety and guilt into action, and how every tiny win builds momentum toward your dreams. We'll share straightforward strategies that help you overcome procrastination, even using insights from the famous Marshmallow Experiment to remind us of the power of delaying gratification for long-term rewards. Before we begin, if you enjoy real, actionable self-improvement advice, please hit the like button and subscribe to SparkShift. Your support helps us reach more people who are ready to transform their lives, one small step at a time. Now let's dive in. Resilience is our ability to bounce back from life's curveballs. It isn't about never feeling stress or failure. It's about learning to overcome these moments and keep moving forward. Think of resilience as a muscle. When we exercise it with small, consistent actions, it grows stronger. Every day brings challenges, setbacks at work, personal disappointments, or everyday hassles that weigh us down. That lingering feeling of we should be doing more isn't a sign of failure. It's simply a reminder of the small tasks still waiting to be done. Research tells us our brains naturally cling to unfinished business. This phenomenon, known as the Zeigarnik effect, means that incomplete tasks create mental tension. At SparkShift, we see each unfinished task as an opportunity, a chance to take one small step toward building a stronger future. When those small actions accumulate, they clear away mental clutter and pave the way for lasting progress. In short, resilience transforms setbacks into stepping stones for success. Let's simplify why procrastination happens. It isn't about laziness. It's our brain's way of avoiding tasks that feel too big or stressful. When faced with a daunting goal, whether it's chasing a promotion or launching a business, our minds often delay action to protect us from discomfort. Perfectionism is another major factor. Expecting every detail to be perfect can freeze us in place. Instead of letting that fear hold us back, we can see each small, unfinished task as a manageable stepping stone. That nagging anxiety isn't a personal failure. It's a signal that there's room for growth, a reminder that even the tiniest action can move us forward. At SparkShift, we encourage you to break down big challenges into small, achievable tasks. By doing so, you shift your focus from the overwhelming big picture to the immediate, actionable steps that truly matter. Every moment you hesitate is simply an opportunity waiting to be seized. Now let's discuss some straightforward, practical strategies for building a resilient mindset. One small step at a time. Start small. Try the 2-minute rule. If a task takes 2 minutes or less, like replying to an email or jotting down a quick note, do it immediately. This simple action clears mental clutter and builds momentum. Break it down. Big goals can feel paralyzing. Instead of saying, we need to get that promotion, break it into bite-sized tasks like, today update one section of the resume. Each small action is like one step on a staircase. Focus on that next step rather than the whole climb. Practice mindfulness. Spend a few minutes each day practicing mindfulness. Whether it's through a short meditation, deep breathing, or a few moments of quiet reflection. These practices help reduce stress and keep you present. Reframe negative thoughts. When thoughts like, we're never going to succeed arise, change them to, we're taking one small step forward. This simple mental shift turns fear into motivation. Set realistic goals. Break larger goals into achievable daily targets. For instance, if the goal is to launch a business, start with a 5-minute research session on one market aspect. These micro actions add up over time. Build a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage progress, friends, mentors, or accountability partners. Sharing your goals and celebrating small wins helps boost your confidence. Adopt a good enough mindset. Perfection can paralyze progress. Instead, focus on doing things well enough to move forward. Every small effort is a win, even if it's not flawless. Delay gratification. Remember the Marshmallow Experiment? In that study, children who waited for a bigger reward ended up with better outcomes. Similarly, resisting the urge for immediate distractions, like checking your phone, builds discipline over time. Commit to a task for just a few minutes, and you'll often find yourself continuing naturally. Celebrate small wins. Every accomplishment, no matter how minor, builds momentum. Whether it's sending that overdue email or updating a resume section, each win is a step closer to your larger goal. Think about a job seeker who faced multiple rejections, but learned from every interview until landing the dream job. Or consider an entrepreneur who started with small experiments and gradually built a successful business. Every tiny step stacks the odds in your favor. Life is incredibly short, and every day is precious. Often, we let guilt over small setbacks or missed opportunities weigh us down. But stressing over these minor issues only steals time from what truly matters, making progress. Rather than dwelling on what wasn't done, focus on what can be done now. Think of life as a series of small wins, where every little action increases your chances of success. For example, a single job rejection might sting, but if you learn from it and apply those lessons, your odds improve for the next opportunity. Similarly, every tiny step taken toward a business idea, whether it's researching your market or drafting a simple plan, adds up over time. At SparkShift, we believe that guilt doesn't help us move forward. It only holds us back. Instead, celebrate every small victory. Even if a goal isn't fully achieved today, each small step is proof that progress is happening. This approach shifts the focus from what wasn't done to the positive actions taken, reinforcing a mindset of growth. Set realistic, achievable goals. Break down your ambitions into daily tasks that you can complete without overwhelming yourself. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about making consistent progress. Embracing a good enough mindset frees you from the fear of making mistakes and allows you to move forward without being weighed down by guilt. Every small win matters. Whether it's updating a resume, sending an important email, or simply spending 5 minutes on a task, these moments add up. Life is too short to be held back by what might have been. Every moment is an opportunity to build, learn, and grow. Focus on progress, not perfection, and let your actions speak for themselves. Let's turn our attention to that constant anxiety, the feeling that we should be doing so much more. Instead of letting anxiety paralyze us, we can transform it into a powerful motivator. When that feeling of overwhelm creeps in, pause for a moment, breathe deeply and ask, what's one small thing we can do right now? Shifting the focus to a single actionable step can break the cycle of inaction. For example, if the goal is to start a business, but the idea feels too enormous, commit to spending just 5 minutes researching one small aspect of the market. That tiny action not only eases the anxiety, but also sets the stage for further progress. Each micro step builds momentum and gradually diminishes the fear of failure. Adopting a good enough mindset is essential here. Instead of striving for perfection, acknowledge that every small effort is a victory. Establish a simple daily ritual, whether it's a brief breathing exercise, a stretch, or a moment of reflection, to signal the start of work. These rituals help shift the mind from a state of rest to action, turning anxiety into energy. Remember, the anxiety about lost potential isn't a reflection of our capabilities. It's a reminder of the opportunities waiting to be seized. Each time we choose to act, even on a small scale, we build a track record of progress. Much like the lessons from the Marshmallow Experiment, delaying immediate gratification for a few moments of disciplined action can lead to larger rewards in the long run. With each step, the odds of success increase, and our anxiety gradually transforms into motivation. Now let's discuss a famous study that shows the power of delayed gratification, the Marshmallow Experiment. In this classic study, children were given a choice. They could have 1 marshmallow immediately or wait a little longer to receive 2. The children who waited ended up with better outcomes later in life, demonstrating stronger self-control and greater success. This experiment isn't just a fun story about marshmallows, it carries a powerful lesson for everyday life. Every day we're faced with the temptation of instant rewards. A quick scroll on social media, an extra cup of coffee, or the relief of putting off a task. But by choosing to delay these immediate gratifications, we build the discipline that leads to long-term success. For instance, when tempted to dive into distractions, commit to working on your task for just 5 minutes first. That small commitment helps your mind get into a flow, making it easier to continue working. Over time, these moments of delayed gratification accumulate, building a strong habit of self-discipline. Think of it like this. Every time you choose to work for a few minutes instead of giving in to a quick reward, you're adding a positive data point in your favor. It's similar to stacking the odds in a game. Each small win increases your overall chances of success. Whether it's advancing in your career, launching a business, or simply finishing a task, the discipline to delay gratification can be the difference between stuck and unstoppable. By applying the lessons from the Marshmallow Experiment, we learn that it's not about denying ourselves pleasure, it's about choosing a path that leads to greater rewards in the future. Every small intentional decision to delay immediate comfort is an investment in your long-term success. Life is short and every moment is precious. Instead of getting caught up in stress or guilt over small setbacks, focus on the tiny, actionable steps that lead to big results. At SparkShift, we believe that progress, no matter how small, builds the resilient mindset needed to turn challenges into opportunities. If these strategies helped you, please share your experiences in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to our channel for more practical tips on building resilience and unlocking your true potential. Thank you for watching. Your journey to a better life starts now.